Hello, my dears. It is time for my low buy check-in for the month of September. Full disclosure, I am filming this several days before the end of the month because I am going on vacation. So there might be some little goodies that come in the next few days or that I purchase in the next few days, and those will be in my October low buy check-in. So as you may or may not know, this is my favorite video to do every single month because it kind of helps keep me accountable a little bit and make sure that I am still on my low buy journey the way that I want it to be. And the way that I want my low buy journey to be is intentional, right? I am not setting myself a specific dollar limit. Okay, you can only spend this much per month. You can only have one makeup item per month. I am just trying to be intentional about what I bring into my collection. And if I see myself getting off track, which I have before, this is a good reminder for me to get back on track. So what I go over every month in these videos, first I'm going to tell you everything that I purchased throughout the month. Now this might be makeup, skincare, hair care, but it also might be clothing or other goodies. But I am also always going to tell you what I received in PR that month. And the reason I do this is just because I don't feel like it's fair for me to say, oh, I only brought a few pieces of makeup into my collection by purchasing them if I'm actually bringing a whole bunch in through PR as well. So I always want to be honest with you. We are going to talk about things that I wanted to purchase but didn't, because I do try to keep a wish list and keep stuff simmering on that wish list before purchasing it. We are going to talk about old products that I have been absolutely loving, and these might not be years old, just things that are not brand new and shiny. Anything that I got rid of, I will tell you about in the next section. And finally, just other things that are bringing me joy. And that section is usually not anything to do with makeup. It is usually just to do with like a life stuff that's bringing me joy. Maybe it's TV shows or movies or books or things like that. But let's jump right into it with everything that I purchased this month. I did purchase a bit, but I feel like everything did have intention. I love how just as I say everything had intention, the very first thing on my list is something that I bought impulsively, okay? And not just impulsively, but it is something that was sold to me by an influencer, meaning I saw an influencer using these and I immediately purchased it. So these are by a brand called Izulu. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. And they're technically called fairy lashes, I think, but they are little teeny tiny lash clusters. Also, yes, elephant in the room, I broke this nail. But these are teeny tiny lash clusters. Now they did come with some lash glue, but I'm picky and I like to use either my Duo lash glue or my Melt. But it also came with a little tool, and I'm wearing them today. You can see these little spiky buddies on either side. I have been really liking these, and they were really inexpensive. So I just am excited about these. Like I can see myself purchasing these again for sure. They are fairly easy to apply. And I feel like they just add a little something. And I'm really liking these so far. How much were these? These were like $9, I think, for all these lashes. So I will definitely be purchasing these again. Something else that I purchased, I have not even opened it yet, okay? This is something I've been thinking about doing for so long, and I still want to do it. I just haven't done it yet. So I bought white foundation. White foundation. This is by LA Girl, and it's a high definition long wear illuminating foundation, blah, blah, blah. The reason I bought this is because for years, and I've mentioned this like on my Instagram stories, I have wanted to try a trad goth look, okay? I have been, I guess you could say, a part of the goth scene for like coming up on 30 years, you guys, like genuinely coming up on 30 years. It is just something I've always been a part of. And there's trad goth, cyber goth, kinder goth, punk goth, you know, there's everything in between, but I have never tried a trad goth look. And I always think that it is so beautiful and sexy, if I'm being honest. And I've always wanted to try it. So I bought a white foundation. I just haven't had time to do it, but I'm going to next month. So that's probably going to be an Instagram thing, so stay tuned. I'm very nervous because I want to do it well. I'm not doing it as a joke. I want to do it well, so stay tuned. The next two things that I purchased were both purchased while I was away with the Creators and Friends trip in Catskills, in the Catskills area. So the first one, okay, so we had a yoga class one day that was in this beautiful studio, and they sold lots of crystals and things like that, but I saw this from across the room and literally ran to it. Look at this journal. I don't know if you can tell, but it's like kind of almost holographic. It's like a rainbow, not a shimmer, metallic, and it's so beautiful. And I didn't even realize it says dreams here, but I was like, oh, it's dreams. On the back, they say it's a dream journal. I didn't even realize it. So it's like, you know, a faux leather. And I just think it's so beautiful, like between the eye and the Ouroboros and the, you know, the starburst and the snake. And oh my God, this is everything I love in one. I love this so much, and I really hope that I actually use it, because I don't know if you all have the same affliction I do, where you purchase journals and then they're too pretty to use. I'm going to use this one. I'm holding myself accountable. I'm going to use this one because, guys, this was $37. This is one of those things where, like, vacation Linda's brain took over, and I was like, I'm on vacation. I have no budget. Would I have paid $37 for this just on a normal day? I don't know. Is it stunning? Yes, it is. Now, another way Linda vacation brain took over is at the very, very, very end of the trip. And I'm talking, I'm on my train on the way home, okay? I had to take a train from Hudson to New York City. And I was actually traveling with Hannah Louise Poston. And when we did, we went across the street from the train station to grab a bite to eat, right? And as we're eating, we noticed that we're in this little gift shop. So this place that has bagels and stuff also has these locally made gifts, which is really cool. And we both smelled this perfume and we both purchased it almost instantly. So the brand is Flicker and Flora. I tried to look it up and their website says under construction. So I'll be honest, I have no idea where you can get it. This is heavenly. Oh my God, it is so heavenly. Okay, so the top notes are, let me see, wait, by the way, the perfume is called Hildegard of I think it's Bingen, B-I-N-G-E-N, maybe it's Bingen. Top notes are cinnamon, honey, and osmanthus. Osmanthus, I'm not familiar with what that is. The heart notes are benzoin, ambergris, and labdanum. No idea. Base notes are vanilla, tonka bean, and musk. So literally, this perfume goes through the stages. When you first put it on, literally it's cinnamon and honey. I smell like tea and it is wonderful. The heart notes I don't really notice in there because I don't know what any of those three smell like. But the base notes are what's left behind, that vanilla and that musky scent. This is so beautifully spicy and sexy. I don't regret buying it for a second. I think it was $40. It might have been $50 if I'm being honest, but it's a big bottle and it's a small company, so I'm happy to support. Listen to me, it's a small company. I'm happy to support. This is me justifying, kind of, but honestly, it's such a good perfume and I've been wearing it like nonstop. The next two things that I got were things that, okay, so from Hudson, went to New York City, and my husband actually met me in New York City and we spent the day there and we were shopping. There was a purchase that I intended to make from the very, very beginning and one that I was like, maybe I'll do that. And I wanted to treat myself to some new pieces from The Great Frog. So you guys know I'm a ring girly. I love my rings and everything like that. And most of them are from The Great Frog. I tend to buy about one piece a year because they are pricey. They are definitely pricey. Now they are not like, I don't know if you guys watch Sammy Jeffcoat, but she's somebody who will post a ring and it happens to be a $25,000 ring. They're not that level, but they're also not Claire's. So I went in there intending to purchase a ring, and I did. This ring is my newest one. So this is, I was just talking about Sammy Jeffcoat. This is a collaboration she did with them. So you can see it is a rose, and it's on a silver ring with a black background, and the rose itself is gold. I have wanted this for so long, and I'm so happy I got it. And then I did wind up getting a second piece. I got this bracelet. So this is referred to as their micro lockdown bracelet. You can see the links look like heavy chains, but it's very lightweight. And then it is secured with a little kind of dongle, but on either side of this are little skulls. I just love it. I've been wearing it every single day. I've been wearing this ring every single day. So these are investment pieces for me. Ones that I don't regret for a second. They were very much not impulse buys. And I'm so happy to have it. This is definitely like my new favorite ring. And then finally, another quite intentional purpose. These are the glasses I've been wearing for about 2 years, okay? They're by a brand called Shady Specs, and I bought them in New York City like 2 years ago. I love these glasses. They are so freaking good, and I just adore them. Here's the problem. I did not treat them well. There are scratches all over the lens, and it has a polarization, and it's peeling off the side. Like, these are ones I just threw in my bag, I threw in my car. So it's getting harder to see out of them correctly. So what I did is I bought a second pair. I just bought a brand new pair and I'm going to keep it. It came with a little Shady Specs bag. I'm going to keep these in the bag. It's the same exact pair. These were $30 and I absolutely adore these glasses. I love these so much. They are a little harder to find. If I can find them, I will link them down below. But yeah, so that is everything that I purchased in the month of September. Let's go into what I received in PR this month. Also, something worth mentioning, if you didn't notice, there are timestamps on these videos always. So if you prefer to skip through any section, you are more than welcome to do so. There are timestamps showing you where to skip to the next section. Now, let's talk about what I received in PR. I am going to include what I received from creators and friends here. I will go through it fairly quickly as I did mention all of this stuff in my creators and friends vlog, but I will show you this. This is in no particular order, okay? So first, I'm literally just grabbing out of a bag. We were able to pick a puzzle from the gifting suite, and I got this one. The brand is Ordinary Habit, and the art is by Chloe Joyce. I love it. Look, with her little leopard print shirt, and she's got, I think it's like a kookaburra on her shoulder. Yeah, I believe, well, I don't know. I'm assuming it's a kookaburra, right? Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me in the comments down below. But this is really cute. This is like a little puzzle. It's a 100-piece puzzle. I haven't opened it yet. I'm very excited to dig into this. Like I said, guys, I'm just grabbing stuff from here. I'll go quickly through these, but I did receive a Sigmatic brush cleanser. I use this all the time. It is like a solid brush cleanser with little nubbins that really help to get in there and clean your brushes. We were also able to pick cocktail napkins from like from a series of cocktail napkins. We were able to pick 2 boxes. So the ones that I picked first were pasta napkins. Look at these. They're like little cocktail napkins. So we've got little raviolis and little bow ties. These are so stinking cute. And then I picked a brunch set. So we have an egg, we have a strawberry, we have a bagel with some cream cheese and chives, and then we got a bloody. So I think these are adorable. Will I actually use them as napkins? I don't know. I'm not like a reusable napkin girly. I want to be, and I should be, but aren't these kind of teeny? I feel like these would be good set out maybe with some mimosas or something like that, but these are so cute. Again, I'm literally just reaching in there, but we also did receive the Trapped palette from Gourmand Girls. I'm not going to open this one and show it to you because I did receive this whole collection in PR. Surprise, surprise. And this one is actually going, I've mentioned this before, how there is an auction that my local animal rescue does, and I contribute a basket every year. So this is going as part of that, but I will show you the palette. We did get a beanie from Sigma. This is like a waffle knit beanie, super soft. This is probably one of the things I'm most excited about. So Sigma released the Lash Icon Mascara. This is a tubing mascara, and I have been using this since Creators and Friends, and I really, really like it. It is probably one of the better tubing mascaras I've used. The first time I used it, I was like, I don't know how I feel about it, and I've been using it so often. This is really good. Like I used it today for this bold look. I thought it wouldn't look good with bold looks. I think it looks good with every look, and it comes off so easily, just like any tubing mascara. Really impressed with this one so far, and the brush is really interesting. Let me see if I can show you. So you see how it's curved on top, but it's like it curves out completely. It's not, it's like goes bigger here. I just think it's a really unique brush, and it grabs every single lash. I've really been enjoying it. Then I also received the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Highlighting Blush in Pink Glow. I already have this, so this is also going with the raffle I just talked about. I really like this though. It's a very glowy cheek product where you can build the color up so it's not too intense. Really enjoy it. Oh, we did also receive 2 Trapped lip glosses from the set. This is also going in that auction. I'm kind of excited that I'm doing this so I can use this now. I should have used it beforehand, but I wanted to keep everything in one spot. This is a reusable lint roller by the brand Staff. And guess what? I'm going to open this right now. I have been so curious about this, but I wanted to keep everything, like I said, in one spot. So it's got like a little holder, and then does it just stick out? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So it's got a little protective film on it, and it's definitely like, it's almost gummy. How do you clean this? Literally just rinse under warm water is how you clean this. I really hope this works. And by the way, it does lock into place, so it's almost, it looks like a little plunger, but if this works, I'm going to be so happy because I go through like lint roller tapes often. Very excited. Then I haven't fully opened this yet. I did open it to look at it, but this is by Salt, S-A-A-L-T, Saltwear, excuse me. And this is their seamless leak-proof underwear. This is like period panties. I have never used something like this, so I would love your feedback below if you have. Guys, maybe this is like the elder millennial / borderline Gen Xer of me, but like, the idea of it icks me out. It really does. And I know it's more sustainable. I know it's more sustainable. I know it's less waste. But are you just like sitting in your bloods all day. I don't know. Tell me what you think of these. I am very curious, like, to actually try them. Maybe I'll start on, like, near the end. What even color are they? I think they're like navy blue. You know what? Let's just look at these. Let's just look at them. So these are briefs. They are borderline like granny panties, and they've got like, wow, they've got a lot of, I know this is weird for my channel, they've got a lot of padding in here almost to, I guess, absorb everything, but should be, maybe it'll be interesting. You know what? You're not supposed to dry these in the dryer. Just hang them, rinse them in cold water. So let's try it. You know what, guys? Let's try it. Zero waste, zero worries is what it says. I want to be more sustainable, so I'm going to give it a shot. I also picked up 2 more of the Sigma eyeshadow bases. These are a fave. I also was able, so we were able to pick like these seed pops, and I picked this one. It's like you plant the whole like popsicle stick, and it has seeds in it. This one is specifically for bees. Then Undefined Beauty gave us each a gift bag because they sponsored a brunch. So let me show you what I got in that. Oh no, where's my, oh, I almost panicked because my favorite product was gone. Already this is a favorite of mine. The R&R Repair Mist, so good for the skin before you put on makeup, like with your skincare. I've really been enjoying this. I have not tried anything else here, I don't believe, but the R&R Exfoliator is a 10% acid treatment in like a spray bottle, which is very interesting to me. We did receive 2 of the, well, no, I'm sorry. One is the sun cream and this one is the sun serum. So the sun cream has no tint to it at all, and the sun serum has a light tint. So they both have SPF 50 in them, and I really, really want to try these because I tried them in the house and they were so nice. Like they felt so good on the skin. This is the one I have tried, and like not this bottle, but the R&R Night Serum, really enjoy it. It's very hydrating. The Hydro Jelly, I have not tried. This is hydrating, firming, and replenishing, and it's a versatile prebiotic face and eye serum. So I'm excited to try this one. And then 2 lip glosses in the shade Untethered Pink and Unbothered Nude. These looked really cute, so I'm excited to try those. And I think you guys know this, but I feel the need to say it anyway. I genuinely do not receive a ton of PR usually, but on these Creators and Friends trips, we are gifted some products. So that's why it looks heavier this month. And the final 2 items, I got another Sigma switch. I've already used this one. And then I got this, I think they call it a bronzer. Let me see. They call this a bronze highlighter actually, but this is like straight up pink. This is pink stripes. I did touch this once to swatch it, but I'll be honest that I don't know that I would get enough use out of this. So I'm probably going to give this away to a friend. I won't put this in the raffle basket because I touched it. But yeah, that's just something I can't see myself getting use out of, as beautiful as it looks. All right, now let's get into, I guess, actual PR. So the first thing I wanted to talk about, thankfully, is that Peach and Lily sent me extras of the ginseng and collagen masks. Okay, this is as of right now, and I said this in an Instagram story specifically, I try not to use superlatives like this, but this is the best face mask I've ever used. Hands down, the best face mask I've ever used. So it comes in 2 pieces, the top and the bottom, and you're supposed to leave this on from 30 minutes up to overnight. Okay, the longest I've ever left it on is 2 hours. And what's interesting is it goes on and it's like kind of white, I guess, and eventually it becomes clear. And when you take it off, your skin feels good for days afterward. That's what I think is the biggest difference with these, because I feel like most sheet masks, your skin feels good that night or your skin feels good for that day, and that's about it. These have like a lasting effect on my skin. The reason I still have 3, even though they sent me 3, is because I have been using my backups and I've been using them so sparingly, and now I don't have to. So I'm definitely taking one of these with me on vacation. I really like this. Then, like I said, I did receive the Gourmand Girls Trapped collection, or some of it. This is the palette. I will go ahead and link my video for this. I loved this palette. Oh my God, I had so much fun playing with this. I love these delicious greens and purples. I also received 2 glosses from the collection. This is a metallic liquid lipstick in chlorophyll. And then we have Nevermore. This is a sparkly black lip gloss. Oh my God, they're so beautiful. This sparkly black lip gloss is like my dream. And then there's the Trapped highlighter. Guys, I love this highlighter, but it is, I'm going to tap it. It is broken, like completely shattered. This happened on the Creators and Friends trip. I'm still going to try to press this into place, but it might be a lost cause. So next, I've been hesitant to talk about this one because literally the day I received this is the day that it went on sale and also the day that it sold out instantly, but it is being restocked in mid-October, so I can really show you now. I put it back in its packaging to show you, but this is the BK Beauty and Nikki LaRose Pro, what do they call this? The Pro Artist Series set. There are 8 brushes here, and these are such good quality. I like to use, they're mixed in. I use the Nikki LaRose brush set all the freaking time, and I'm really excited for some of these. Like, look at this kind of, you know, wedge brush here. So good. I don't know how much use I'll get out of this big fan brush, if I'm being honest. But you know what? I will try it. I will try it, but I love all these little, like, detailed eye brushes. My God, so excited. Now, one thing I will say, that brush set retails for $199. And my first thought was, oh my God, that is ridiculous. That is a ridiculous price. But I remember now, when I first started buying brushes, okay, when I first started buying brushes, we're talking 20 years ago, the only brushes I would purchase would be from MAC. And those brushes were $55, sometimes as much as $80 for one brush. And that was 20 years ago. We've had inflation since then. So here's the thing. If you don't have good brushes that you like, $199 is one hell of an investment. You can get brushes way cheaper, but if you're looking for really good quality, maybe this could be an investment piece for you, but I will still admit I do think the price point is quite high, but I hope the quality is worth it. The only brush that I have tried so far has been this one. Like I said, I put it back in its packaging, and it was beautiful and stunning. Is it worth $200? That's up to you. And they also sent me this, and I don't see this. It says mirrors available. Oh, okay, that makes sense. This is not available at BK Beauty. This is available at makeupbynikkilarose.com. And look at this mirror. Look. Isn't that so cute? It's this little tiny mirror, which I actually kind of appreciate. I mean, obviously it's a mirror, but I kind of appreciate the size of it because I feel like a lot of hand mirrors that I receive in PR are these massive kind of heavy things. Like, I love this mirror, okay? This is heavy, and it's hard to like hold up sometimes if I'm doing detail work. This thing is so lightweight and tiny. I really like it. By the way, whenever I get stuff throughout the month, I try to keep it in its original packaging until I film this specific video, just so you can see it. I can't wait to put all this stuff away. Oh, I forgot to say something else I received at Creators and Friends. I didn't even post it. It was the Dede Signature Fearless Holiday Palette. I have a whole video using this palette. Absolutely love it. Love, love, love it. It is so beautiful. This was my first time trying Dede Signature, and I was so impressed. Probably like the most emotional PR that I've received. This is the Fantasy Cosmetica and Baddie Bean Witch's Familiar palette. This is what I'm wearing on my eyes today, and I am biased as hell because Betty Jean is a very close friend of mine, but I love this palette. Okay, I'm biased to the fact that I'm proud of her. I'm not biased to the fact that the quality is so good. Guys, look at this. Look at this eye look. I did put a little gold here from a different palette, but like, look how fierce this is. I am so madly in love with this palette. I love these teals mixed. Like, this would not be a color story I would have thought of, but it is Betty Jean to a T, and I love it so much. I love this palette so freaking much. This is available now as you're watching this, and I could not be more proud. And then finally, the last thing I received in PR, I know this was a PR heavy month, was the Nomad Pacific Northwest palette. This is also available as you're watching this, and I fear this may be my most favorite Nomad palette of all time. It's still between this and Ghost Town. Ghost Town always has a special place in my heart, but this is way up there, if not going over Ghost Town. I'm doing a Nomad ranking. It's coming, and I'm going to have to decide at that moment, but I love these murky, kind of like earthy tones that are combined with these intense shimmers. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. This is a palette I will use nonstop. I love it so much. Oh, I said that was the last thing I received. I'm sorry, there was one other package I received, and that was from Liquid IV. So they came out with 2 new flavors, and these are both in their sugar-free energy multiplier line. So these have like natural caffeine and electrolytes. So these are 2 new flavors in Blackberry Lemonade and Strawberry Kiwi, okay? Blackberry Lemonade, I've tried today for the first time. I have had this much. I do really like it. I like their lemonade flavors a lot. If you're not a fan of lemonade, you won't like this, but I like their lemonade flavors a lot. I have not like gotten a bolt of caffeine yet from this much, but I am curious to see that part. But the blackberry flavor is kind of what lingers, and I'm really liking it so far. I have tried their raspberry lemonade, blackberry lemonade, and strawberry lemonade, and they're all some of my favorites. Like, I like the lemonade flavors probably the best. This one is good though. I think it's like growing on me the more sips I have. Yeah, it is. And I've also said this, but Liquid IV is some of the only sugar-free drinks that I can stand. I usually do not like the taste of aspartame, fake sugar, stevia, anything like that. And for some reason, this does not have that effect on me. I really enjoy these. I do have a discount code. Everything I'm talking about is going to be linked down below. I have a discount code with them if you're interested. I haven't tried this one yet. I'm a little bit nervous too because this seems like it's just going to be so sweet with strawberry and kiwi. What do you think? I'm going to try it. But yeah, so this is, wow. Okay, this has a lot of caffeine. 100 milligrams of natural caffeine, comparable to 1 to 2 cups of coffee. I'm not going to drink much more of that. I don't need to be wired. But I am excited to try the strawberry kiwi, even if I don't like it. I have people I can pass it on to, but I like trying new flavors always. Whew, that was a lot, my friends. That was a lot. Let's talk about items I wanted to buy but didn't. I have 3 items on this list. The first one, you know what's coming. It's been on my list for months, and it is the Mob Beauty Trad Goth collection and the Haze lip gloss. I will stop talking about this at some point. Now, as I'm filming this, Mob Beauty is having a 20% off site-wide sale, and I'm still holding off. I think I'm going to try to hold off for Black Friday and see if there's any more of a discount. I have seen at least 2 to 3 20% off sales. I'm really hoping for at least 25% off, if not more, on Black Friday, so I think I'm still waiting. But then there is something that has snuck back onto my list that had disappeared for a while, and that is the Cosmic Brushes Undergrowth palette. Oh, guys, I'm really considering this one. It is so lovely and like murky and green. Do I need it? Absolutely not. Do I still want it after it's been sitting on my wants list for months? Kinda. So this might be another one that I'm going to wait till Black Friday, but it's staying on the list. And finally, when we were in the Catskills, we had a yoga class that was sponsored by PopFlex. It was my first time trying anything from PopFlex, and I got like this little legging set and top. So cute, and I've instantly been like looking at their site, but one item keeps standing out, and there were at least 2 people wearing it on the trip, and I need it, and it is the Cloud Zip hoodie, is what it's called, the PopFlex Cloud hoodie. It looks so good. The hood is massive and it just looks so comfortable and warm and cozy, and I really need it. Like, I need it. No, I don't need it. I don't need a hoodie. I have so many hoodies, but I want it pretty badly. And they have sales often. I've been getting a lot of emails for like 15% off, 15% off. Another one I'm waiting till Black Friday. Talking about older products that I've been loving, again, some of these are older, some of these are newer, but it's really just one product, and I know I've mentioned this before, but the Melt Lip Pencils. So the reason that I'm putting this here is because last month they came out with 4 new lip pencils, okay? And I have been using these so freaking often. Like, I've been keeping them in my purse. The only one I haven't used as much is it says Flush. Thought it was called something else, but anyway, Flush, which is a very pink color. These 3 though I have been using non-stop. We have, is it Toast on top? We have Toast, Mocha, and Rosette. I have been using these 3 non-stop, and the others that I have, like, these are the pencils that I've been kind of consistently reaching for all the time, and I really love them. One thing that I will say is that Melt constantly has sales on their lip pencils, okay? They constantly have sales where they are sometimes as much as 50% off. So if you are interested in these, stay tuned for a sale is what I would say. Like, of course, you know, if you want to buy them right now, go for it. But if this is something that you've been looking to buy, there will be a sale for like 50% off at some point, so you can kind of stay tuned for that, but I've really been liking them. For what I got rid of, there are 3 things, and I got rid of all of them, I think. Yeah, I think I got rid of all of them in my last Use It or Lose It video, so I'm going to just put pictures here on the screen because I did send a huge bag of makeup with my husband to work to give to some coworkers, so hopefully they're getting some use out of it, and this stuff is already gone. One thing is the What's Up Beauty liquid liner. The reason I got rid of this is because it's not that it was bad per se, it's just that it's not the form that I prefer. So it's the kind that had like a little brush on it, and it was a very, very wet formula with kind of a floppy brush, and it didn't dry down fully matte. I like matte. I prefer a pen formula with like a felt tip or a brush tip, and I prefer just for it to dry down nice and matte. Like those are all the things that I prefer. So this just wasn't in my wheelhouse, so that had to go. Then there was the Bare Minerals Prime Time Primer. Again, this is not a bad product whatsoever, but I don't feel like it did a whole lot for my skin personally. Now, I do have normal to dry skin, right? I feel like it just felt like another moisturizer to me. It didn't feel like it was priming my skin, or it didn't feel like it had any slip. It didn't seem like it was like pore minimizing or anything like that. It just felt like lotion to me, so that was something that I passed on. And then finally, the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer Mascara. I got rid of it because it was bad. Like, it was actually like bad. It was smelly, and it just didn't do anything for me, okay? It was, you know what? It was a bad mascara for me, okay? It was flaky. It smelled really strong, and I don't like to put scented products that close to my eyeball. Just everything about it was just a wrong fit for me. That I threw away, or I put in my empties. But I want nothing to do with it. And lastly, stuff that's bringing me joy. Okay, so this is a cheesy one, and I know I've talked about it ad nauseum, but my Invisalign is off, and I'm so excited. Ooh, lipstick. I'm so freaking excited because it was something that, like, I had it for a year and a half, guys, and in that year and a half, I didn't get to do one of my favorite things, and, you know, and that's wearing bright, bold lipsticks. Like, I would do it for videos and then take it off immediately because it would get on the Invisalign and it'd be impossible to get off. I've been loving wearing bold lips again. I love the way my teeth look. I do want them to be a little bit whiter, and I think I might get some teeth whitening done, or like try some, you know, I tried strips and they didn't really work for me. I might get it done in office. We'll see, but like, I'm so happy with it. If you have any questions about Invisalign, I can tell you my experience. Just post them down below and I can reply to you. But overall, I'm very happy with my decision to do it. Something else bringing me joy is that we rewatched Stranger Things from the beginning because the new last season is coming up, starting, I think, on Thanksgiving Day. And guys, I didn't realize how many things that I missed or how good the later seasons were. Like, I feel like I have a tendency to always look at the first season and be like, that's the only one that matters. It's all so good. That show is just so freaking good. I just can't decide if I have a bigger crush on Billy or Eddie. I think it's Eddie. And I know he's like the good boy and Billy's the bad boy, but is it Billy? It could be Billy. I'm sorry, but a dude with a mullet who drives like an 80s sports car and listens to like 80s metal. Ooh. Either way, I just really, really enjoyed the show. I cannot wait for the finale. I'm so excited. And the last thing bringing me joy, guys, I know I keep talking about and you keep hearing the phrase creators and friends, and you're probably tired of hearing about it. And that's cool. I understand that. But this was, I think I've come to decide that this has been my favorite Creators and Friends trip of all, because I got to like connect on a deeper level, I feel like, with some of these people. Like, there were so many moments where I realized that we were like spilling our guts about past relationships, about, you know, pets, what our pets were like, what we went to school for. We were, you know, we weren't just talking about makeup and shit like that. It was just talking about real life stuff, and just, I genuinely feel like I made connections with these people and not business connections, because that's not why I go there. I don't go there to make business connections, to network. That's not my thing. I'm going there to see if there's anybody that I have a deeper connection with. And it was everybody. It was everybody. Like, I'm somebody who has imposter syndrome, like huge imposter syndrome, to be honest, where I feel like, oh, I don't really belong here. I don't belong in this space because I'm this, because I'm that, whatever it is. I tend to do that kind of thing. And it's horrible. I'm very well aware. But at the same time, it's just what my brain does. And here I went to a space where I feel accepted. Right? I feel accepted, and I feel like I've made these actual friends, not like parasocial relationship friends, like actual friends where I could message any one of them right now and be like, hey, do you have a second to chat? And I think that 95% would say yes. And that just means a lot to me. I'm not going to get too much into it, but I just, you know, my heart is very full from that experience. It's very full from that experience. I don't know what trips they're having in 2026. I don't know if I'm going to be invited on any of them, but I hope that this concept continues because I feel like it's so important and so good for connections, but I'll leave it there. But that's it. That was my low buy for the month of September. I feel like this was like a stacked month, and I genuinely think October is going to be a much smaller month. I will say I do know that there are 2 packages that are coming in the mail as we speak, okay? But I don't think that October is going to be as busy. Are those my famous last words? We shall see. But I want you to let me know down in the comments, okay? First, let me know something that's bringing you joy. That's my favorite thing. Anything that's bringing you joy. Maybe it's a product. Maybe it's a vacation. Maybe it's your dog or your cat or your ferret. Whatever it is, tell me something that's bringing you joy. That's what I want to hear about. I was going to say first, that's the only thing I want to hear about. Tell me something bringing you joy. But if you like this video, I'm going to go ahead. I'm actually going to leave my creators and friends vlog here so you can see if you're interested, because I've mentioned it 90 times in this video. But if you have a second, please stop also and give this video a thumbs up. That really helps my channel out. All you have to do is hit that little button and it helps me so much. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Those are all Glitter Fallout. And as always and forever and ever and ever and ever, you guys are super freaking rock stars. I love you so much with my whole heart, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.